Okay, I'm going to read more from Spirit Intercourse. The third sphere, and I'll link this in the description. That natural life of the soul which man ought to inherit immediately after death, were he to live in more harmonious conditions with the law of his being while on earth, is to be found in the third sphere. One finds there a state of life far superior to that on earth, though in some respects it is singularly similar. No one can enter this sphere who has not been purified from those weaknesses which cause so much harm and discord upon earth, and thus the companionship is of a very agreeable kind. The name Summerland is most appropriate, for the fullest sunlight shines upon the mountains, streams, valleys, and lakes of this delightful region. The light ranges from full sunlight, 100 degrees, at its lowest point, to 110 degrees at its highest. What he's saying there is that the light is 110% of the light we have on Earth, sunlight. So it's brighter in the highest regions. It's brighter than Earth. Going on, he says, children in all stages of growth are found, especially upon the lower plane, many of these living with their own parents, while others await them. Meanwhile, remaining in the care of relatives, friends, nurses, and instructors. The little ones who enter spirit realms in babyhood grow up with a beauty strangely different from those found in children who have lived some years on earth. There is a purity and sweetness in the former, sometimes lacking in the latter, but the earth child has other compensations. Now, just to point out, so this is the third sphere, but there are different planes within each sphere. So there's different levels within the sphere. He goes on. The homes on the third sphere are very similar in appearance to those of Earth, and are scattered amongst gardens of great beauty. The tendency is to dwell together in family groups. There are no cities, for people delight in rural surroundings and derive much benefit from this association with nature. So I'll point out that in the previous reading, she sees the city of light. She sees the city of light. And in this reading, he says there's no cities. So it suggests that she was on the second sphere, on a high level of the second sphere, and he's now on the third sphere. And likewise, all these near-death experiences, which we're hearing about today, currently, when you look at this map and you read these descriptions, you can place them on the map. So you can say, this third sphere, well, that happened around 1,500 miles above Earth. Or other experiences of a higher or lower level can be higher or lower. And so it would all just be an anecdote if it wasn't for two facts. One fact being that the near-death experiences are happening every day. The other fact being that this 1916 map matches with an amazing precision the brand new map of the Van Allen belts.